situation for the weekend did not go very well at all, but Niantic has changed a lot of things, and there were a lot of people who wanted to do it and couldn't. There was a lot of communication issues. There was just a lot of issues. There was bugs, whatever. So now we have the Gigantamax Gengar, and don't give up right now. Gigantamax Gengar for Halloween. We are working on trying to plan a meetup for here in South Weymouth. This is like South Shore, Greater Boston. So you wouldn't have to go to Boston and fight the traffic, uh, the train delays, the bus delays. Oh my gosh, it's like crazy. There's no way I'm going to Boston. Okay, there were some people who went to like Bridgewater or Quincy and whatever, and that's very like, I mean, there's a lot of traffic there too. Not that there isn't traffic here, there is, but compared to like Boston or Quincy and some of these places where you have like a high volume of, players, um, I would say this is a better option, but you need to figure out how to get here or live near here or whatever. So, we are trying to plan something, and supposedly, normal type Pokemon are double resistant to the Gengar Ghost moves. So you'd probably want to have a Greedent. You probably want to have try and get all of the max moves. Um, I know people a lot of times will emphasize powering up the CP, the combat power level of the Pokemon, but my research and my experience, I didn't get to do a Gigantamax. So there's some people who swear by this, but there are other people who are claiming like, no, it's more important to have the max moves than the CP level. Also, if you get, I guess they don't call it death or dying, it's fainting. If your Pokemon faint in the max battle, in the Gigantamax battle, just tap cheer. Hey, what's up? Just tap cheer in the game so you can help whoever's still in the game to still play. We're also trying to figure out like how to do like different types of strategies, like use different people are healers and different people are like, the damage output. And a lot of this stuff, hey, thanks. A lot of this stuff, um, it's strategy. We're still learning, we're still figuring it out. A lot of this reminds me of like when the raid system really started in, I think it was 2018. I remember in 2018 when raids first started. I think it was in 2018. Um, which because I quit playing early on in 2018 for a little while, for most of that year, and I kind of like rage quit, and that was back when I had like a crappy like iPhone high, and then I came back again at the end of 2018, the end of a summer, and I was like, what the heck? Like, what is this? And there was like Mewtwo's, and I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't understand any of it. And that's when I had to like do my research and try to like find, who's playing and how is this still going? And hello. Anyway, yeah, we are trying to form. We are still. We're trying to work this out. We're trying to plan this meetup. We're probably going to do two. So for Gigantamax Gengar on Halloween, it starts at officially at 10 a.m. and it goes until uh 8 p.m. However, on the weekend when we had the three Kanto Gigantamax, and I did not get to do any. I get to do nothing, none of it. I felt like really burned over it because I mean I deleted like 40 legendaries so I could make room to do the event. I've seen people who spent like $45 just to even try to do the event and couldn't even beat it. $45. That's more expensive than Go Fest and Go Tour, and you get more out of it. Hey, thanks. Anyway, I I think this is doable. We need to be able to have well, you need to have a double that's hopefully powered up. And by powered up, I mean like you need the moves. You want to have like your dark moves, I'm pretty sure, and you'll probably need a gradient. I would say just work on getting the moves down first before you power up the CP. I do have Metagross. Um, I do have just Dynamax Gengars. I don't, so that might also be useful against Gigantamax Gengar. And another one people are talking about is what do you call it? Blastoise. Hopefully with a dark move. All right. And I'm getting pinged like crazy right now. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so anyway, we're South Weymouth is located in the South Shore of Greater Boston. There's a Whole Foods here. Right now I have a meetup for I have it scheduled and it's officially listed in the whole Niantic Campfire system officially for Pokemon Go. It's there. Um, I think I have a link in the description for it. And right now I just have it as Whole Foods. I'm not really the main person in charge of all of this. Like I have a group on Campfire mostly to just always connect with new people because people come and go all the time. That's just how this game goes. People come and go. There are people who visit, people come through, there are people who come back, and that's just how the game is. It's just they come and they go, right? Other people like stick to it or whatever. We're also trying to work out different time slots. So definitely during the day, but also in the evening because a lot of people told me they work 9 to 5. So I don't know if we want to do it like 6 o'clock or after 6 o'clock. But I remember this weekend for the Gigantamax, even Sunday night, not just Saturday night, but even Sunday night after the event was supposedly over. I remember like even like 10 o'clock, 10:30, 11 o'clock, 11:30 after midnight. I could go to the power spots where the Gigantamax Pokemon were, and it would still let me in there, even though it was like after midnight. Okay. So by then it was already Monday, technically, right? And it shut that off sometime after 1 a.m., which is kind of weird. I don't know if that's going to happen this time, but there might be a chance that the the Gigantamax Gengars could still be live even after 8 p.m., even though officially it ends at 8 p.m. So the main person who is like trying to get this together, trying to work this out, is my neighbor Orca, who lives way down the other. He kind of lives almost near Braintree. I'm not going to say any details or whatever because we've had stalker issues in the past, especially me. um, but yeah, uh, we have been working on and building this community for a long time to have it just fall apart and break up or whatever. And everybody's feelings and everybody's emotions were all over the place. Like for me personally, like for the Gigantamax weekend we had, this was one of the things I was the most excited about. I was so happy and so excited about Gigantamax because I played Sword and Shield, right? Um, and I had been playing the Max Battle system since it started, since the special research came out, and I was so excited about it. It's still like a work in progress. And then I remember how um the mega system, mega raids, mega Pokemon system started. Now they've changed that a few times, but they did the same mistake they did with the Kanto megas. And I don't know why they released all three at the same time. That just I just don't know what they were thinking. But a lot of people who worked on trying to even battle the Gigantamax on the weekend, they just gave up. And I know a lot of people were like, um, they just wanted to quit altogether, and like not just the Max system entirely, but they were like, I don't even know if I want to play Pokemon Go anymore because it's like it was so intimidating that people just didn't even want to even log in. Okay, like it was just that, and there was people who wanted to do it who didn't answer me. There were people who just straight up ditched the whole area and went to other places. So I don't have a car. If I want to go do a raid or a max battle, either I need to walk there, bike there, or someone has to pick me up. Okay, and the traffic can really be an issue sometimes, you know. So yeah, we are trying to do that. We're trying to organize Gengar, Gigantamax Gengar on Halloween, and hopefully that'll work out. And hopefully, because it sounds like people are trying to strategize and figure it out. There are resources everywhere. I generally tend to work with my core group of people here in this area on Discord. Um, but I'm also on Campfire. I will say this: anybody who, if there's any like creepers and stalkers, um, I will block you. I will call the cops on you. The cops generally probably at this point know me. In my area. I'm the Pokemon lady. Um, and I'm pretty sure it won't go well for you. I'm not trying to like intimidate anybody or threaten anybody, but I have been threatened. Okay. Um, I would say if you have any questions or comments, you can leave them. Um, and well, Niantic did make it easier. The rewards are also much better. It's unbelievable. Like the rewards now for beating a Gigantamax Pokemon raid or whatever we're calling it, max battle, Gigantamax battle, um, is 25,000 Stardust. So, so there's that. Anyway, I've been mostly just playing the Halloween event or just kind of honestly this has been an up and down roller coaster of emotions, and my moods have been all over the place too. Because when the Halloween event started, I was having so much fun. I was just out the first 2 days, 2.5 days actually. Um, I was outside just catching Pokemon, just catching Pokemon. And I had such a good time. It was also really warm that day, those days. It was so warm. It was shockingly warm. And now there have been days where I've just been so disheartened. I didn't even want to log in. I just didn't. So, if you happen to be in the area in South Shore, Greater Boston, and you would like to defeat the Gigantamax Gengar on Halloween, uh, come and do that. Come and do that. Look up the counters and just try to power stuff up. If you have a Greedent and you have a Dubwool and something else, and hopefully you have TMs so you can get the right moves, at least it's something, right? It's funny because like I've seen bigger YouTubers talk about like we're in a war here, we're at war in Pokemon. It's a Pokemon war. Um, which I don't know how I feel about that. It's not real. It's just augmented reality game, but hopefully we'll be able to do this. I did not get a single. I didn't have to get to even do a Gigantamax battle at all. At all. on the weekend. No, so I don't even have one. And anyone who does have one or some around here that went and didn't tell us are probably not going to admit to having it unless they already have. So there's that. Another thing that really does bother me about this new system is it's not entirely free. Like on the free end, it's very limited. So there's that. I guess that's it for that.